It's been 2 years since a council decision to rescind 130 City of Johannesburg employees' permanent contract was adopted. In those 2 years, one of the affected employees is on the verge of losing their home. This as the house could soon go on auction after the employee lost their only source of income. The mother of 2 and her children now live apart because she was unable to provide for them.
The harm that the DA has done to us, it's irreparable. In the sense of saying, there were days that I could not sleep. I lied awake. I could not sleep thinking, how am I going to get out of this situation that I'm in? The stress that came with it, the embarrassment that my kids had to go through, to be given letters to go home and say, don't come back to school next week. How do you fix that? There's no amount of money that will fix what we have went through. That's what I'm trying to say. The money will come in and I have to go pay my debts. It's not money that's going to be lying in my bank account.
Khumalo has criticized the DA, which started the process, which ultimately led to their removal. Among her criticisms, Khumalo accuses the DA-led multi-party coalition of not adhering to labor laws when they were let go, and presiding over mass job losses along racial lines. But the DA denied the accusation and objects to the reinstatement. The party maintains the workers' permanent employment was illegal and could challenge the decision to reinstate them.
It comes with risk. That is the nature. When people sign their fixed-term contracts, they were aware of the risks of how that works. You get into government, and it's got pros and cons, but that is the nature of those appointees. And as I say, it's been common practice for over a decade now, and nothing, as I say, legislation has now come in to actually ensure that we carry on doing it as fixed-term contracts for political appointees. We're not talking general workers in the city, we're talking politically aligned appointees.
The DA maintains the decision to convert contracts of employees in the political office was part of the ANC's cadre deployment, an allegation the ANC has refuted, as employees belonging to other parties who were under the government of local unity were also affected.
It was in line with that determination that there is a need to professionalize. You don't want every time there is a new party that comes, you must affect the state and service delivery. They should still remain employees, because these people, they don't work for those parties. They work for the state. They are paid by the state. So it was about professionalizing the public services and ensure that service delivery does not get hampered by the change of political administration. There are still staff that are in the political offices whom their employment is dependent on the political term of their political principles.
Meanwhile, the government of local unity under Mayor Kabelo Kwamanda says they will abide by the court ruling. Negotiations on a settlement agreement between the city and the affected employees have begun.
The City of Johannesburg, we know them individually, and we know all of those who experience this injustice. And it is our priority to reinstate them, and we've done this through a mayoral committee resolution that was then tabled in council. It's a process that will now be taken up by group corporate and shared services, and there will be negotiation with the union, which is SAMU, to find the best possible way of reintegrating them in the city.
Mayor Kabelo Kwamanda has refuted claims made by the DA that the city did not defend the legal matter brought by trade union SAMU hard enough. Dr Mpho Phalatse, SABC News, Johannesburg.